We use culture as kind of a catalyst for change. So instead of telling people what to do, we show them what's possible. My name is Jess Miller. I'm the Director of A New Normal Sydney. It's an ambitious project to figure out how we make all of the projects necessary to turn Sydney from a consumer into a producer within 10 years.
In Sydney, people are waiting at bus stops where temperatures are soaring to 60 degrees. They're typically boxes with walls, and that's actually preventing prevailing winds from cooling those bus stops. My name's Stephanie Hughes. I work at SJB Architects, and I'm working on a project called Petal for A New Normal. Our inspiration for the project was actually from nature. The sunflower actually rotates around, tracking the sun's path across the sky. We actually inverted that. We were looking at blocking the sunlight, so an element that would follow the sun through the sky as a shading device.
My name's Brandon. I'm a designer at the architecture practice Nissan Merchant Neil. We're working on a project called My Forever Car as part of A New Normal. Almost 20% of total carbon emissions in Australia are related to the transport sector. Yes, we have these new vehicles that are manufactured to be EV, but what about the old vehicles and what actually happens to them at their end of their lifetime? So the team collaborated with industry specialists to understand how the manufacturing line works, to offer a solution into accelerating decarbonisation in the transport sector, replacing those motors into EV batteries to give them a whole lifetime.
Working in Adobe Photoshop, and specifically in generative AI, enabled us to actually work in real time. We'd have an idea and then we'd be able to test it immediately. It actually, in some instances, sparked new ideas. We'd put in some certain prompts and some of the outcomes actually progressed ideas in directions that we hadn't been expecting, and helped our clients visualise a world that was previously only in our imaginations. Having that element of photorealism really just sells the vision.
We started off by designing through hand sketching, that moved into Photoshop. We ended up stitching two images together and using the generative AI to fill in the missing details. Photoshop was able to better compose a shot to tell the ambition of the story.
We're really hoping to highlight that by changing a really small thing, which is a bus stop, could actually overhaul a whole system of public transport.
The message that we want to convey to the public is that this is actually a thing, and it's ready, and it's really exciting.
The beauty of the picture is that it tells a story that people can get behind and inevitably create.